Just over a week ago, Gearbox partnered up with Sony to share their state of play for Borderlands 4, where Vault Hunters got to learn more about the storyline, the Vault Hunters, and the guns. But there were still many questions left unanswered after that event ended. On Friday, May 9th, Gearbox held a showcase at PAX East where the team went into more details behind the game itself. The devs talked about the planet Kairos, the Vault Hunters, the gameplay, the guns, and even shared some other little tidbits about the game that they didn't want to dive too deeply into. So let's break it all down for you. First up, Elpis slammed into Kairos, which is controlled by the Timekeeper. The Timekeeper controls everything from the propaganda to his army, the Order, and outlawing vault hunting. But after Elpis slammed into Kairos, the Timekeeper begins to struggle to keep everything under control. Let's look at Kairos itself. The planet will have a dynamic weather system, which includes rain, thunder, storms, and dust. This won't have an impact on your damage, but it will impact your vision. There will also be story missions and dynamic world bosses along with NPCs that you can help along the way that will reward you with loot. During the state of play, vault fragments were talked about to unlock a vault, but it turns out during the PAX East showcase, there will be multiple vaults located around the world. Gearbox says this is their biggest world yet, and with that, there will not be a mini-map, and instead, there will be a compass to help players get to objectives. The reason behind this is because this game will have verticality, and having a layered environment in a 2D map can make it confusing to players. Let's talk about Eco 4. We learned more about our new robot bestie who will be joining us. He is made from doll parts, for those who noticed the manufacturer doll wasn't around for this game. He will also control your HUD, provide you with rewards, so no more having to run back to Lilith or other characters to constantly receive your check-in reward. They added a cute little feature that when you die and fight for your life, he will get super sad and does a little robot tear when he cries. Eco 4 will also be customizable, and the devs hinted that you will be able to give him different hats. I really hope we can give him a fun top hat in this game. We did learn a little bit more about the Vault Hunters we'll have a chance to play, and this might help you decide which one will be your main on day one. First up is Vex the Siren. She has dark siren powers, and her action skills are Incarnate, Dead Ringer, and Phase Familiar. Trouble, Vex's cat, is actually named after one of the devs' cats, which was a nice little fun fact to learn about during the showcase. So the devs went into a little bit more about her Dead Ringer skill. She can spawn a Reaper, which can taunt enemies to take the heat off of you, or summon Spectres, which specialize in damage but are very fragile. Vex also has the ability to apply her elemental attunement to whatever she summons. For example, if you have a Malawan gun that has fire and cryo. When you switch to cryo, you can make a Reaper slow down the enemies and then switch your gun element to fire and summon 2 Spectres behind them that will light up the enemies. Next, Rafa the Exo Soldier. He grew up in a microgravity world and struggles to live anywhere else. TDR gave him this exosuit. He has kinetic skills and can have energy blades, shoulder-mounted cannons, and is one of the most agile Vault Hunters on the roster. Harlow the Gravidar. She is part of the Traunt family, and for those who remember General Traunt, he was a boss we encountered in Borderlands 3, and he commanded the Malawan Expeditionary Force. Harlow has 5 PhDs and a disco ball of destruction, along with other gadgets that they didn't show. And lastly is Amon, who was part of a Vault monster worshipping clan. He is the one who lost everything: family, spouse, friends, and his community. Now he uses this grief as revenge. He forges his body into a weapon, and his forged drones along his spine and along the side of his arm, he can make them into all types of weapons, from a sword to a hammer and even a whip. There was a lot of little tidbits shared about the game after the big topics were hit. We learned there will be a badass Guardian rank that we will have to choose between behaviors, and we'll have to make some really tough choices. Ordinite will be in the game, which is the sister element to Iridium and has an opposite effect. It will not be used as currency, but it will explode. And the last thing that they talked about was the price. This is what Gearbox's CEO, Randy Pitchford, had to say.
I'll tell you the truth. I don't know. And that is the truth. I'll hit it. I'll hit it straight on. And it's an interesting time, right? We've got on one level, we've got a competitive marketplace where the people that make those choices want to sell as many units as possible, and they want to be careful about people that are price sensitive. So there's some folks that don't want to see prices go up, even the ones deciding what the prices are. There's other folks accepting the reality that game budgets are increasing and there's tariffs for the retail packaging, and it's getting gnarly out there, you guys. The fundamental philosophy is we want people to buy it so we have the resources to make more, but we want everyone who buys and plays a Gearbox game to feel certain that they got the better end of the bargain. Whatever the price is, that they got the best value. And that's the philosophy that we live by. And so we're gonna have a price set soon, and it might be the new price that Nintendo and Microsoft have led with. It might be that we stay back. It's gonna be the people at the publishing house that decide that. And if it is cheaper, then maybe we'll sell you that mini map that you guys want, but we'll develop later. How bad do you want that? $10? I don't know. I'm just kidding. Or am I? I'm just kidding. Or am I? I'm just kidding. Or am I? I don't know. We'll know soon. Yeah. I think it's gonna be fine, whatever it ends up being. I think it's gonna be amazing, whatever it is. Borderlands is fucking amazing, and it's worth it.
While we don't know exactly how much this game will cost us, pre-orders will start soon, and Gearbox told us that the game budget for Borderlands 4 is double that of what they spent on Borderlands 3. So keep checking back for when pre-orders open up, and I can't wait to see you guys on day one. And we want to know, what aspects of the game are you most excited about when it launches? Let us know in the comments below.